Welcome, Marie in Zone 6. And look what my mother got me. Ooh la la. It is a hardy hibiscus, summerific edge of night hardy hibiscus. See what happens when you're a good daughter? But then again, it could just be unconditional love. So pretty. Let me show you where I think I'm going to put it. Down yonder. So I'm thinking right here where this Delarice rose is I planted not that long ago. I would take that out, put the hibiscus here, and that would add a bit of height to this spot right here. I already have the arborvitae. Then it drops down here to the August moon hosta. And then this little quickfire has some elevation to it. So I think by putting that hibiscus here, it should get enough sun, because this part of the fence is pretty sunny and hot, whereas this side of the fence doesn't get as much sun for whatever reason. So here I am at the entrance to the west garden, the back garden. So I have this tall arborvitae, then this medium height little quickfire, and then I think the medium height hibiscus will be a nice balance here with that little quickfire, and then over to the next tall arborvitae. So this fence in and of itself is a long flat surface. So by adding the arborvitaes in containers, as well as a little quickfire, and even that hanging basket that's well hooked onto the fence, it adds some dimension and depth over here against that flat fence. And I think that hibiscus will add a nice addition, be a nice addition to that area. Now over to the left, I have my summerific evening rose hibiscus, and it gets part sun and it does fabulous. Fabu. So I know that at least the evening rose hibiscus will do well in part shade, in my garden at least. And this area definitely gets more sun. Back on the deck, behind this hibiscus, my boxwoods I had in these two containers, they were really sickly, so I took them out. They had to go, G.O., to a better place, Compost City. So I put these August moon hostas in here. They add a bit of brightness down in this area. But these are temporary because I do want evergreens in these containers. So when I look out my back door, I'm backing up. Okay, so now I'm right against my back door. So when I look out in the winter, I want to be able to see in these two containers evergreens with the snow on them. So let me show you what I got today. Right here. These are little giant arborvitae. They get like 4x4. So if they got that big, they'd be too big for the containers, but that would probably take a really long time. So I got those two, one for each container, and I think that would be nice. And I looked at the cold hardiness, and it's -30 to -40. So that's like zone 3, and I'm zone 6. And so I know that any plant that can go down to at least 2 zones colder than me, which would be like a zone 4 or zone 3, would be 2 or 3 zones colder than me. I know that I can put it in these containers or in a container over the winter, and it will survive just fine. as long as it can handle at least 2 zones colder than my actual zone 6, which those are zone 3. Check. So that's the plan, but not a promise. Thanks for watching. Toodles.